Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Burt's here, going through some F1 Manager 2024. We've got round 3 of our first playthrough coming up in Australia. Home GP for both of our boys here. So let's see if we can keep the momentum going from last race and get some more points. Let's go ahead and check our inbox here. Looks like we got Logan Sargent scouting. He's got a negative mentality currently. Let's go to his profile. So he's not interested in negotiation. Let's check out his contract details. He's got 2 years on his contract and 10 months remaining. So we'll keep an eye on him. He does have a high aggression level and an average development rate. And he's not too terrible. Definitely need to increase the smoothness and overtaking defending, but otherwise not terrible. But with the development rate being average, obviously that's not going to he's not gonna improve super duper quickly. But let's actually check Oscar. So Oscar, you can see he's got a very high development rate. And let's check out Danny Rick, very low. So I mean, I suppose Logan does have a better development rate than Danny Rick. Mr. Jack has a very high development rate, and I believe he has a high aggression level, so he might be someone to grab a hold of for our reserve slot potentially. Let's actually check our drivers, affiliates, F3. So these are both our affiliate drivers. So I wonder, we need to get Jack in here for sure. We need some better affiliate drivers. We can see here the lower category race results from the previous race. Ollie Behrman coming on the podium yet again. And it looks like we struggled medium speed. DRS effectiveness. Australian GP will need solid DRS effectiveness, so that should be a focus. We do have some parts getting designed currently. And everything's passed. Perfect, perfect. Got some great points out last time. Let's check on the car development. We got just a few more days before the suspension is done. And then the front wing is done. Those two are definitely going to help out our low speed aspect. And we just had a points reset, so we've got to wait quite a while before... well, actually, we might be able to put our suspension on before Australia, so that'll be pretty sweet. But we will have to wait a while before we're getting those next ATR points reset. And then we could focus on a rear wing and get the car faster on the top end. Let's go ahead and jump ahead here. Looks like one of our drivers just improved, so good to see. Continue on again. Looks like the weather center upgrade has been complete and the suspension design is done. Nice. So let's go ahead and peek at it here. And it still doesn't show us kind of the improvements made in this screen compared to the current design, but let's go ahead and check it out in the warehouse. And definitely improving quite a bit, but let's tab over to the rank on grid. Yeah, there we go. So definitely an improvement nonetheless. So let's go back out. Let me check the calendar. So we have a little bit until development manufacturer. So let's go ahead and manufacture the new suspension components. And how quickly can we get them? Melbourne's in 9 days. The first one takes 8 days. If we did, how much money do we have? We got 4.4. Let's do, I think we might keep the suspension component for now, but let's just do 4 rushed. Our second one's going to be in 10 days. So if we do 2 emergency, that's 2.4. Let's do 1 as an emergency. And then let's manufacture 3 more rush, because then we'll still get the first one soon, so we can have 2 for both cars. And we'll have 2 spares. And we'll definitely need to manufacture more spares, but let's just leave the 2 spares for now, because I'm not sure if we're going to want to do another suspension design or not. So we'll just do 2 spares, so that way we at least we have some spares, and we can use those if needed. And if we decide not to further design the suspension for this year, then we can just, manufacture some more and have a whole bunch and use that for the rest of the season. Alrighty, so let's check out staff results. Both the whole team enthusiastic, but yet Tom is still very unhappy. I wonder if he's a little salty we yanked him from McLaren, but he should be happy to be on Jean Girard Racing. Alright, here we go. A little preview for the Australian GP, where we are currently sitting P5 in the Constructor Championship. Doing pretty okay. I know we are getting a little hype, saying we might be able to take the championship to the top teams this season. We'll see about that. We will see about that. We're not expecting rain. Excellent work. Actually, let's check our facilities out. We have 1.9, so we're still doing some upgrades here for the car development. Staff. How much is this? Obviously too much. So we could upgrade this, but that's not going to leave us with much money left over. I kind of want to do the weather center one more time, but we've got to wait on that. So let's go ahead and upgrade this actually. Boardroom. Let's go ahead and upgrade the helipad as well. Leaves us at 1.5. It's going to raise our mentality. I do like that, raising the mentality. Alright, let's do the memorabilia room, and that should do it for sure. That's going to be it. Let's go to cars. We should have both suspension components for... Yeah, both cars. Nice. So, both cars, new parts. Let's roll into the race weekend here. Alrighty, we got to choose our performance targets. Let's choose 13th or higher. Let's go medium. Medium this time around. And same thing with Oscar Boy here. Nice. Coming into Albert Park in Melbourne. Pretty stoked to have the boys jump into their home GP. See how our team does. I wish it would have allowed us to choose a... I don't know. I suppose since we chose Jean Girard Racing, would that mean we are a French outfit, but we've got Ricky Bobby at the helm? Or are we like in a, a combined French-American outfit? Are we just an American outfit? Let's go ahead and jump into these practice sessions, and I'll bring you back when we get to qualifying. Welcome back. Got practice all finished up. Got both the boys set up pretty solid. I think I got Oscar to 100% car setup, and I think I got Danny Rick to 97. Danny Rick touching the ground, getting ready, testing the surface out. Team looking over the car, making sure we're getting everything all 100 for the race. Melbourne street circuit, here we come. All right, let's see. So we can't change our sponsor. Oh, that's right, because it's all set up individually. So we got Oscar set up to 100. Danny Rick, so close. I don't think I want to change anything because I need to adjust the front wing angle or the tire camber to adjust the oversteer, and that's going to adjust these top 4 items, and I really don't want to do that. So let's just forget about that. We've got some tires to use, but we're going to let the team handle the quali. So let's go ahead and simulate Q1, see where we land. We did pretty well in practice when we were pushing, so I have a feeling we're gonna make it pretty decently far in qualifying, hopefully. There we go, P8, P9. Definitely gonna be in the top 10, I believe. Go ahead and simulate this Q2. There we go, both of them through to Q3. Let's go, starting off strong. P5, P6, let's go. Okay. And simulate last one, Q3. I believe as soon as I hit continue, it's going to take us straight into the race. So we don't get to see where we qualified until we get back to the tire strategy pit stop setup menu. But nonetheless, here we go. We got both of them in a Q3. I think, you know, I'm going to say we got probably P6, P7, maybe. That'd be pretty nice. Seems to be looking like the suspension upgrade we just made is looking pretty good so far. Let's see how the boys can handle it in the race trim. All right, Pirelli. The game looks so much better. There he is, Oscar. Yeah, I definitely wish you can see here. I wish we could adjust the size and placement of some of these sponsorship logos. Maybe I'll try doing that off camera. Maybe do a quick recording. Maybe record just trying to do that if I'm able to find out how to do that myself. But here we go. Qualified P9, P10. Okay, so not as good as we hope, but not as bad as it could have been. So it looks like the one stopper is the way to go. Pushing hard on the hard in the beginning and then finishing out on the medium. And that this does give us a bit of leeway to push on the medium at the end here. Let's try something like this. Yeah, lap 30. Let's try lap 30 here. That's gonna save us a second or two on that overall. And Oscar is pretty much doing the same, but reversed. And can we edit this in any way? Not much. Doesn't really help us. Yeah. Lap 30 also. Let's do lap 31, and hopefully that's gonna... Why is it... Oh, I see. But if I edit this, let's trick something out. So 1:15:40 would be that overall time, and this 1:15:36. Yeah, so this is still gonna be our fastest strategy here. So let's go ahead and leave it as is, and so it is going to have Danny Rick, I believe, start on this. So let's go, well, just in case it doesn't, let's go ahead and switch it over, get the aggressive strategy going, and jump right into it. We're going to manage the race, absolutely. Got the Aston Martin safety car leading us around this time. We got Max, of course, on pole position, giving us a shot of Mr. Sainz there, who is now making a move to Team Williams for 2025 and beyond. Interesting to see that move. Hopefully, I mean, Williams has shown some upward trajectory, so good to see. All right, here we go. 9 and 10. Let's get it, boys. Go ahead and turn the overtake aggression level to high.
Nice to get past. Yeah.
And jump on board with Danny Rick here. Actually, let's check this view out here for a moment. Oh, okay. Slipping through, Danny. Nice work. Okay. And that's on the hard tire. Let's keep them behind. We got to keep them behind. That's going to be powerful if we can, because then we'll be in a super good position for the rest of the race.
Overtaking is very, very difficult.
Very difficult. Yep, we know that, brother. It's all right. Just hang in there. Hang in there. It's not too far behind that pack, and we are close to Hamilton. Hamilton's on the same tire, so if we can maybe get around to Hamilton. Actually, let me turn the volume down here a little bit. Audio master 100. Actually, let's turn the master down to about 80. Let's give that a shot and hit resume here. Yeah, much better. Screaming in my ears. If we can get in front of Hamilton and keep him behind us, then he will be the ones battling with the faster tire runners that are immediately behind us and breathing down our necks. So far, so good. We made some good places up, but I have a feeling we're going to lose those back due to tire advantage of the cars behind, but we'll see. We'll see. I think we're gonna let's go ahead and go to neutral here. DRS is active, I believe. I'm gonna keep the tire pace going until probably lap 3. We do have DRS now. There we go. DRS active. Can we close the gap to Hamilton? How quickly can we do it? How powerful is the DRS going to be around here for us? Definitely helping out, getting us a little closer, but we need to be much closer if we're gonna make any moves. Oh, Oscar having a failed overtake on Georgie Boy and then letting Mr. Richard Vishore get around. Sad to see. Let's take a peek and see what happened here. So it looks like we're gonna try the overtake on George, and that's gonna fail, and then Richard's just gonna say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna take that spot back from you. Ooh, not good. McLaren showing some pace. Oscar, you gotta show that boy how it's done. Show him that Jean Girard means business. And Danny Rick getting really close to Lewis here. Lewis is pushing on the tire, or he's a bit more hard on the tire than we are.
I don't think we can do much more.
So we'll leave Danny Rick at this strategy, actually, until his pit stop. And let's go ahead and speed things up here. Nope, Danny Rick we got Yuki right behind us, breathing down our neck. Okay, we just got around Hamilton. That's going to help us out. Let's see how that happened. Got DRS. Nice work. Oh, my goodness. We got a pack of cars behind us. Oh, Yuki getting pushed off there. But we're doing okay. And Hamilton gets back around us. George gets around us, unfortunately, so Hamilton's now pushing really hard all of a sudden. That's all right. That's all right. Got a long race ahead of us. Soft tire runners are definitely going to have to pit much sooner than we are. Let's push on the fuel here and burn some of this up and try to keep this at either like a negative 0.1 or like right at 0, at least for the majority of the race, and then start saving it towards the end so we can burn it off and make our last push. So Danny Rick back into our starting position, but we do have DRS. And the cars in front are going to need to pit soon. Looks like Danny Rick, we just got around quite a few people there. So making some places back up. Oscar's now in P10. Danny, Rick, and Lewis are battling back and forth. Just keep an eye on the situation here. And Richard comes screaming past us. Go ahead and push on the fuel some more here. Burn it back off. So making some places up there on the pit stops from some other teams. And we got around Richard yet again. Richard's definitely going to have to come into pit here soon, I'd imagine. So we're doing pretty solid so far. But it is a long race. We don't really have a lot of tire for Oscar to push on. So we just need to keep kind of burning the fuel off for Oscar. And we are now in P2. Let's go. I don't know how long that will last, but you know, we're gonna hang on to it as long as we can. Now in P3, so that didn't last too long. Got the faster cars screaming up behind us. But that's all right. I think, you know, if we do this right, we might be in a really good position. So Hamilton just came into pit. We still have 8 laps on our strategy. Hamilton's now on a medium. I wonder if Hamilton's going to try to go all the way to the end on that medium tire, or if he's going to make a soft tire pit later on. All right, let's bring the fuel back down to balanced here. Start conserving some of that back. You know, we're doing pretty okay. I think everyone else is going to definitely make another pit stop. If not, then they're going to be on some terrible tires towards the end. And we're getting close to our pit window. P4 currently with Danny Rick, P7 with Oscar. And we're now in our pit window. So keep it cruising, brother. We're doing pretty well. I'm not sure. We'll probably come out around the Hamilton and Russell group, I'd imagine. But we're gonna be on a brand new set of tires, and everyone else will not. Starting to lose pace here a little bit. So now is our optimal pit. Let's go to medium, but go to the next lap, and I'm gonna start pushing attack here. And I'm gonna push aggressive here with Oscar. And when I am gonna pit them on the same lap. Oscar is a bit far behind now. These tires are pretty toast for Oscar. So we'll go ahead and bring Oscar in and leave it on the aggressive here.
We want to do pit stops on both cars.
Jump on board with Danny Rick here and let's see how this pit stop goes. So Hamilton's already pretty close behind us, so we're definitely not going to get back out in front of Hamilton. I'm thinking probably around Russell potentially. But that'll be okay because those cars are going to be pitting shortly after we will. So we're going to be on a brand new set. So we'll be able to make up some time quickly here. Let's hope the pit stop goes well. Here we go. Let's see how the training's been, team. Nice work. 2.5. Okay. Here we go. Let's see what you got for Oscar. Let's see what Oscar's got. Double stack. A little bit of a gap though. Here we go. 2.7. So pretty consistent. Not terrible. Let's push aggressive here. Bring the tire temps up rather quickly. And aggressive here still as well, yes. So let's see where Danny's at. Danny, we got perfect. We got just in front of George, who's on a worn set of mediums. And we're gonna be on this set of tires for the end of the race. Hopefully that will play out for us. Hopefully that will play out for us really well. Alright, let's go back to standard here and let's save the tire until the very end. Well, let's push on the fuel, Definitely gonna push Oscar on the tire since that's how we have the strategy set up. So we gotta get Oscar back to P10. So Lance Stroll coming in for his final stop. He's going onto the hard tire. Alonso coming in, going on to the soft tire. Oh, we're burning the fuel. Lost track of it there. Lost track of it. Look out. Alright, go back to balance. We should be okay though. We got plenty of time left to earn that back. And Richard comes in, going on to the medium. And George is going to need to pit also, who's further behind us now. Yeah, Oscar in P10. Richard's going to probably, or I'm sorry, Oscar's in P11. Richard's probably going to stay in front of him. So there's our P10 slot perfect with Russell. And Russell's going to be pretty far back. There's not too many laps remaining, but Russell is on the soft, so he's gonna be a threat to Oscar. We've got Stroll behind us as well, who's on a fresher set of hards, I should say. And Stroll's running a little bit quicker than we are with Oscar. And Danny Rick currently P6. We got Hamilton right behind us. Hamilton's on an old, so we just got around Hamilton. And Hamilton comes into pit. So we got Danny Rick in 6th and Alonso in 7th. Who's on a set of softs, but his are going to start degrading much quicker than ours. So I think we're in a really good position here with Danny Rick. Gonna be some power moves if we can come home in this P6 position. Lando's in front of us. He's got a set of softs that are at 77. So Lando's most likely going to stay in front of us. Alonso's probably, I mean, he's not catching us really. We got 10 laps to go here. I'm going to say, well, we've got about 5 left. We're going to start pushing him pretty hard. So Alonso and Richard are going at it behind us with Danny. So that's going to keep them at bay. Lando's too far in front of us. And Oscar is holding P10. We've got Lance right behind us, which is not good. Not good. And Lance just gets around us, unfortunately. So double not good. We got about 5 laps to go. We need to start thinking about pushing the attack here. Yeah, let's go ahead and start pushing both drivers here. We need to push the fuel a bit as well. Burn it up, burn it up. Oscar, where you at? We're getting farther behind Lance. That's not good. That's not good. Let's bring it down to 4-speed here. I think Lance is unfortunately going to take that P10 slot away from us. And Danny Rick, we're going to stay in front of the boys behind us. Let's bring the fuel back here to normal. Oscar, not really catching Lance like we need to. Lance has a much fresher tire than we do, unfortunately. By, yeah, 10, 11, 12% or so. We're just going to burn ours up. We're now on the final lap, so they just started it. We're going to get... No, so we are going to finish behind this, I think. No, we got one more actually coming. So let's save this, actually. Go ahead and deploy with Danny here.
Back to Stroll, stable at 2 seconds.
And we are about 4 seconds ahead of Richard here, so
Okay.
Richard's catching us slowly. We are now on the same percentage medium though.
Okay.
So I think we're going to be pretty solid still with Danny Rick. Nice work out there, brother. But Oscar, we're just a bit far away. We are picking up DRS from, looks like Joe. Yep, in front of us. So, and since he is a lap behind,
Blue flag.
we're going to get the blue flag. Let's go ahead and hit deploy here. But I still think we're going to be a bit far away from Lance to really do anything. And Joe's on a soft tire, so Joe may not concede his position. Yeah, we're going to be too far away from Lance, unfortunately. And Perez taking the checkered flag. We got Sainz on P2, Leclerc P3, Verstappen P4, Lando P5, Danny Rick coming home P6. Let's go, boy. Excellent points out there again for the Aussie. Nice showing out there for his home GP. Oscar, pretty good showing as well. I'm not sure if we would have been able to put Oscar on a more aggressive tire strategy. I wonder if that would have helped out at all. But that's all right, you know. Still pretty solid results. I wish we would have got that final point position, but that's okay. Some pretty good results from Danny.
19.
Pretty good results from both of our boys out there. Nice work, nice work. John Gerard, we're coming in strong, showing the sport. We're in it. We're in it to win. We might not get it this season, but we're gonna get that championship soon enough. Got the double red Ferrari podium. Red Bull just taking one. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out to the real life 2024 campaign. Good job, team. Nice work out there. Pretty strong results. Pretty consistent with Danny Rick. We got some more upgrades coming. Once we put that new front wing on, it should be close to start designing a new car part, and we're definitely going to go with the rear wing so we can start improving our top speed. And we might be, we might be hitting heavy once we make those upgrades. We'll definitely see, but everyone else is going to be making upgrades at the same time, so we just got to keep an eye on how our upgrades are affecting our position on the grid and stay on top of it. So nice, moving up one more position in the constructor standing. Let's go. P4. Okay, so we're just 3 points ahead of Aston Martin here, and about 14 points behind McLaren, who's currently P3. So we're not terribly far away from that P3 slot. So if we can stay, I think obviously, you know, we are fighting for best of the rest with these other 3 teams right here. Let's go. Let's go. All right, that's going to do it, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that one. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and catch you in the next one.